Hi sweets, for today's video I'm gonna use a request or a suggestion that a client of mine that she's really wonderful asked me, and it was if I could do makeup that could only take me 10 minutes flat to do so, because when you are getting ready to go to work or to just get out of your house in your daily routine, you are on the clock, so you don't have a lot of time to get ready. So I'm going to try my best to do it in that amount of time. By the way, this video is going to be a voiceover, so it could actually take me around that time, because if I do the talking and the explaining while I'm doing the makeup, is going to take longer than it actually does. So let's right jump to the tutorial. I always start my makeup by moisturizing my face. I really like this moisturizer. It's the Embryolisse Lait-Creme Concentre. You can actually use this as a primer as well. Just apply it in your entire face and make sure to not leave any skin behind. For foundation, I chose the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation. I'm in the shade 10, and I'm using the brush, the LUXIE 660. I chose this foundation because it's a light one, but you can actually build it. I just wanted something that it would even up my skin and would give me this natural look, not a look that you are trying too hard to get or achieve. And also because it's really easy to literally build it up, to blend it, and to apply. And we are looking for things that it would be it would make actually our lives easier in the morning. So this is a great foundation. As I said, you can build it up as much as you like, and it won't disrupt the first layer or the second layer that you are applying. Make sure to actually blend it really good, not to forget the hairs around your face or actually your hairline. Don't stain that. Remember to buff a little bit of your foundation in your neck to even up your skin. Remember always, and as well, your ears, because if not, you're gonna look like you have kind of a mask on top of your face. I decided to do another layer. That's what you're looking at right now, because as I said, you can build this foundation up. For concealer, I'm gonna use my Maybelline New York Instant Age Rewind in the shade Fair. I'm gonna apply this in my dark circles, in my inner corner, a little bit in the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, my smile lines, chin, and forehead. I'm gonna blend it in with my VASANTI Concealer Buffer brush. This brush helps you and it makes your life so easy and simple because it does your work for you. Just make sure to really buff and blend the concealer and make it seamless with your foundation. First, I start with my dark circles, then I went with my forehead, my cupid's bow, chin, and forehead. Make sure that everything is well blended because you're going to set it. And for setting powder, I went with my ColourPop No Filter setting powder in the color Translucent, and I use the same brush, the VASANTI Concealer Buffer. I'm just setting my under eye because I'm gonna use another powder for the rest of my face. Now, for the rest of my face, I chose the Milani Conceal+Perfect in 03 Natural Light, and I use it to apply my MAC 150 brush. I chose this powder because it's a full coverage powder, so it's gonna give me the coverage that I didn't get with my foundation, and it's going to help me make last as much as I can this makeup through my entire day or your entire day in your work. I chose for blush my NYX Ombre blush in Strickly Chic, and I'm using to apply it my Crown blush brush. This is my favorite blush because it has a little bit of highlighter and is a orange or peach blush, and it looks amazing in the skin. It gives you this kind of a bronzy tan color in your cheeks. It gives you the healthy look that you're looking for, and it gives you a little bit of highlight, so you don't need anything else when you're using this blush. I chose for my eye look, and when I say my eye look, is my entire eye, this Smashbox Photo Edit Eyeshadow Trio in Nudie Pick Light. But before I start with my shadows, I need to make sure that I don't have any crease in my concealer. That's why I went back using my VASANTI concealer buffer. Then I start with the color Vanilla using my MODA Pro 430 brush, and I dust this shadow in my entire lid from my brow bone till my mobile lid. Then I went actually with my eyebrows, and I used the angle brush from AESTHETICA, and I used the darkest shade in this trio. The name is Sumatra, and I'm gonna fill the gaps that I have in my eyebrows. I always start with my arch. I give the form of my arch first, then I start filling the birth of my eyebrows. Then I went with the tail, and I finish up filling the upper part of my eyebrows. As you can see, I have really thick eyebrows, so I don't have to do a lot with my eyebrows. I just let myself be guided with the form that they already have. And I do exactly the same thing in my other eyebrow. I'm blessed in that area, so I don't have to do a lot of work with it. But if you do use the proper tools, it's gonna be an easy peachy way to do your eyebrows. I really like this AESTHETICA brush. It has the perfect angle and the perfect width to do your eyebrows. And this color matched my eyebrows perfectly, so I didn't have to do a lot of hard work to actually get them done. Now I'm gonna start working with the shadows in my lid. First of all, I'm gonna start with the lightest shade that I have in this trio. The color name is Sable or Sable. I'm not sure which one it is. And I'm gonna start by using my VASANTI Contour Eyeshadow in number 4 to blend it in. I start first in my outer corner and then towards my crease to my inner part, but I figured that I was having a hard time using that brush because it was too small. So I switched to my MODA Pro 430 brush using the same shadow, the Sable or Sable one. I apply this one in the last third of my eye, and I apply it in my crease towards the inner part of my eye. I'm doing this in circular motions to blend the color in. Then I went with the darkest shade in this palette. The name is Sumatra, I think it is. And first I start applying it in tapping motions. By the way, I'm using the same brush that I used before. I started in tapping motions, then I start blending the shadow towards my crease to my inner part of my eye. I did exactly the same thing in my other eye. First my outer corner in tapping motions, and then in circular motion from my outer corner towards my inner part to blend the color in. It's just to give a little more definition to the eye look that I'm trying to do. Then I switch brush. I'm using the AESTHETICA angle brush, and I'm using the darkest shade as well, the Sumatra, I think it is. And I'm just applying a little bit of that shadow in my bottom part. just a little bit to give a little more darkness and definition to this area. Then I'm using my lash curler from the Vintage to curl my lashes and give a little bit of help to my lashes because they are not curled enough for me to like them. Then for mascara, I went with my new one from the Wonder, and I'm gonna apply first a layer in my top part. I'm trying to be a little precise with this because we are not using a liner to help us hide if by any chance we touch our lid with the mascara. And since it is the only thing that we are gonna use, I'm trying to be a little detailed to them because I really like my eyebrows to show. Now I'm switching to my other eye and I'm repeating exactly the same thing, trying to apply as much mascara and as perfect as I can in them. Then when I finish up this part, I'm gonna switch to my bottom lashes and I'm gonna do exactly the same thing. I'm gonna apply first a layer, build it up, make sure that they are defined, that they don't have any crumble or any more product that they already need. Since I already have finished with the mascara in my lashes, I'm gonna apply a little bit of mascara in my eyebrows to set them in the place where I exactly need them. I did this because we want to be as fast as we can with everything that we are doing, and since I have my eyebrows are really dark, so I can use my mascara to apply them. Then for my lips, I went with my Infallible Pro Paint in 314 and I'm applying this in my lips. This is kind of a rosy shade and is a little more than a gloss for the lips. It has this kind of a gloss feeling, but it's not as shiny as a regular gloss. And then I'm gonna go on top of it with my CoverGirl Pout Glitz in Golden Girl, just in the center of them, top and bottom, to make them a little more juicy than they are from the Infallible one. I'm gonna apply a second layer of mascara in my lashes. I waited until they were dry because I didn't want my lashes to be clumpy. I want them to be as defined and long and have all the volume that I could get from my mascara, but I want them to be perfect, so that's why I waited a little bit. First, I start with my bottom lashes, well, my bad, with my top lashes in my right eye, and then I'm gonna switch to my left eye and do exactly the same thing. Apply this second layer and make sure that they are as perfect as I can have them. And now to make sure that everything will last and set it in place, I'm gonna use my Milani Make It Last setting spray. So sweets, this is the look that I would do if I only have like 10 minutes to do my makeup. You could actually use this as a uniform for your face and just change your lips and you will ready to go and you will have a different makeup. You don't have to stick to browns. You can use some other colors, but the point is that if you have brown in your eyes, you can get away with any lip shade. So I would stick to neutrals. And try to use makeup that you can use for anything else in your face, because I use my eyeshadows to do my eyebrows, but if I want to have a bronze face, I could use one of the light shades of the brown and use it as a bronzer. And I can even apply a gloss and apply a little bit of the lightest brown in my lips, and I would have like a nude shade in my lips. So try to use things that you could actually use for another thing in your face, not strictly to what supposedly is to be used or the manufacturer says that is supposed to be used for. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, press the like button. If you want to get notified every time I upload a video, press the notifications bell. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.